How y'all doing, my people? I hope y'all doing good today. Today I bring to y'all D20 Football League. This is the second video of it. This was a game that I started doing now since I got really into the videos of Jason Graham. Those pen and I think it's called pen and pencil, right? I mean pen and paper football. So I really enjoyed watching those videos, and I remember I told you I was gonna go back and watch the old videos of those that he did, and I like the one where he's creating the teams. Where he's rolling this three red dices, and this one with a minus and a plus. He calls it a star, and he gives them each position. For quarterbacks, for running backs, wide receivers, DBs, defensive linemen, and I'm pretty sure offensive linemen. He gives each one of those positions a rating. and when you roll higher, the higher you go, he puts like the number to it and a plus, and then he puts what players are stars and all this, and he even gives them how you call that a financial system, where he gives each team their salary cap and all that good stuff, and so it's really entertaining and fun. I mean, I recommend y'all go watch those videos. I mean, they're old, but man, you watch them and it's gonna make you want to play this game. This game, I already got super addicted to it. So right now we're going into the second week here. This is called. Let me go ahead and put it. This is called the Texas Football League. Texas Football League. I already know it's season 1. 2026. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into week 2. Week 1, the results. We had the Genoa Wild Ducks defeating the Harm Clark Athletes 20-14. The Buffalo Speedway Rams defeating the Devil Dogs 10-6. Del Papa Devil Dogs. And then the Waterloo Blue Sharks in a real Lawrence scoring game. They beat the Alameda Eagles by 3, 10-7. The Anderson Road Russian Bulls. They came from just completely outplaying the Southpole Stoke Punishers by 17, 20-3. In the final leg game, the Connerwell Road Arrowhawks, they lost to the West Fuquay Raisin Wings. This was one of the highest scoring games. I was able to roll nearly 20 rolls right there. I mean, on the number 20. And he was able to get, they were able to get 21 points in that second quarter. So they beat the Arrowhawks by 18, 38-20. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to week 2. We have the West Fuquay Raisin Wings, the team that put up 38. Can they do it again? They're going against the Harm Clark Athletes. Here I have my play action cards here. Football, for instant highlight results. Just like Jason Graham, I've pretty much followed, and I, did what he do, because he kind of inspired me to do it. And I said, that's a real cool, awesome idea to do some cards like that. And instead of you writing all that, well, if you want to, you go ahead and write it. For me, I'd rather do it like that. I'd rather write it for me to keep statistics. But here, I'm just doing a quick simulation. Like, I just want to get the season over with and see who wins the championship. On the other videos, I'm going to do a different way where I'm going to actually, write down which player scored a touchdown, rushing touchdown, who receiving touchdown, the quarterback, how many touchdowns he threw, interceptions, all the details, And I'll be rolling a D12 for the player finder, So here we go. We have the Harm Clark Athletes here at home with their head coach, William Yates, and their quarterback, Jason Whitaker. Their running back is Michael Harvey. Their fullback, Larry Sawyer. Receivers are Joseph Carter, Al Franklin, and tight end Gerald Mason. They run a run-heavy offense and a dime 4-1-6 defense. And for the West Fuquay Razor Wings, their head coach is Dion Oakley. They run the Wildcat offense and a 3-4 base defense. Their quarterback is Michael Clinton. Their running backs is Tyrone Curtis. Second backup is Justin Johnson. Their receivers is Russell Porter. And second receiver is Randy Harper. And their tight end is Tommy Stewart. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go ahead and get this game started. Let's go. Here comes the Razor Wings. They're going to call for heads. and they'll get it. So they'll get the ball first, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and fold this paper right here on the edge, because man, I don't like it when it kind of bends like that, because you're not able to see the team that good. So there you go. All right, that's better now, a little bit better, I guess. All right, so here we go. So here on the modifiers, the Harm Clark athletes are here in the top on the right corner right here. The offense, they're a +1 and a -1 on defense. And for the West Fuquay Razor Wings, I mean, I'm not going to show you because they're pretty much 0 and 0, so they don't have a rating. And like I said, go to my first video, click on that description box, and you'll see a PDF Google Drive link. Click on it, and it'll show you how to play this game. It'll give you the D20 football scoring chart, and also it'll give you how to rate the teams. You know, how to give them their plus rating or their minus rating on defense, just using 2 D6s, so 2 to 12, you know. So go ahead and click on it, and you'll find all the information, the details in there. So let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. The Razor Wings, they don't have offensive rating, but here we go. They're trying to get their second win, stay undefeated. What are they going to do here in the first quarter? They roll a 10, and they're not going to get anything. So that's a 0. Why they didn't get anything? That was a sack for 10 yards. Wow. So sacked on 10 yards. That was a great defensive play by the Harm Clark athletes. All right, here we go. Here comes the Harm Clark athletes. What are they going to do here in the first quarter? And they're going to roll at 18. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Let me see that now. Offense. So they get... sorry about that. I forgot to roll the offensive, defensive die. So offense, they have a plus rating, as you see there. 18 plus 1, that's a 19. That's going to give them 17 points. Oh, my God. Look at this. They're already on fire. Okay. So let's say that, let me see. How do I do this? Let's see. We're going to start with the touchdowns first. So the first one was a pass for 2 yards. I'm pretty sure on the goal line. The second one was a punt return for 83-yard touchdown. Wow. And then the field goal was for 40 yards. They kicked it from the 23 hash mark. So here we go. The Razor Wings now, they're down by 17 points, ladies and gentlemen. Man, what is going on with the Razor Wings? This was the team that put up 38 in week 1 against the Arrowhawks. But here they're down in the first quarter. But it's still early. You know, they still got 3 more quarters left to play. Here we go, the Razor Wings. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? And that's going to be an 11. 11, that'll be a field goal for the Razor Wings. Okay, there you go. Good job. Well, not a good job, because they should have scored some touchdowns, but oh well. And that field goal was for 45 yards, so they kicked it from the 28. All right, here we go. It's 17-3. Harm Clark athletes all over the Razor Wings. Here we go. Here comes the Harm Clark athletes. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? That's going to be a 13. There's no modifier on defense for the West Fuquay Razor Wings. So a 13, that will be a field goal. And now they're up on the Razor Wings 20-3. And the field goal, okay, that's a miss. Yeah, field goal for 38 yards. So they kicked it from the 21. All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime, it is... you know, Harm Clark athletes 20 and the Razor Wings 3. So here we go. We're going to the second half. The Harm Clark athletes are going to get the second half kickoff return. Here we go. What are they going to do in the third quarter? Are they going to add more points? Let's see. And that will be on the defense, but I mean, they don't have a modifier for the Razor Wings. So that's an 8, and that will be no points for the Harm Clark athletes. Why was there no points? A punt for 34, so yeah, they were forced to punt. So here we go, the Razor Wings. They're down by 17. They got to come up with a miracle or something. Here we go. What are the West Fuquay Razor Wings are going to do here? Let's see. All right, here we go. The Razor Wings, that's a 1. Oh my God. And they scored nothing. So the Razor Wings have been completely struggling here. Why there was no score? An interception return for a 70-yard touchdown. But I mean, that will not count until we go to the fourth quarter of the possession of the Harm Clark Athletes. So if they score on the fourth quarter, either 1 or 2 touchdowns, we'll count that interception as their touchdown. So here we go. Pick 6, you know. So here we go. The Harm Clark Athletes in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. What are they going to do here? They're up by 17, so they got to score more in order to secure the win here. Here it comes. The Harm Clark Athletes. That's going to be a 13. 13 will be another field goal. And now they're up 23-3, and let's see, it's not over yet. So here we go. Field goal, how much was it for? A field goal for 36 yards, so they kicked it from the 19. Here we go. This is the final one. The West Fuquay Razor Wings, they're going to need a lot of help here to try to, you know, come back in this game right here. What are they going to do here? Here it comes. Come on. They need to roll a 20 at least to win it by 1, 24-23. Let's see if they can do it. Here it comes. The Razor Wings. They let it go, and that's going to be a 9, and nope, nothing. A 9 is nothing right there. So, wow. So the final score, Razor Wings 3, and the Harm Clark Athletes, they put up 23 points. And finally they're going to get their first win of the season and go to 500. The Razor Wings also will drop to 500, 1-1, both of them. So why was there no score for the Razor Wings? And that was a forced fumble recovery. So at the end, I'm pretty sure before the game ended or whatever drive they forced a fumble. So they stripped that ball away from their quarterback, Michael Clinton. And that was a good defensive game by the Harm Clark Athletes on the West Fuquay Razor Wings. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go ahead and play one more game because I know I keep saying this. And I mean, I will have time. I will definitely I will record a longer video because, you know, like I said, I'm on my way to work right now. I'm just like a half hour. I mean, I work here real close. I work near. I mean, I'm not that far, you know, but I still I have to go get my stuff, get ready, put my working steel boots, and so it takes time. You know how that goes. So I had to get prepared before, you know, I get out there on the road. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I already shuffled the cards here, the play action cards for instant highlights results. So here we go. The next game will be the Genoa Wild Ducks visiting the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. And the Wild Ducks, they are what they are. They're 1-0. They came from beating the Harm Clark Athletes over there at their home by 6, 20-14. And the Anderson Road Russian Bulls came from blowing out the Southwest Punishers 20-3. And right now they're playing at home, the Russian Bulls, so they want to go to 2-0. Both of these teams are undefeated at 1-0. So let me go ahead and look for them here. Let me see. Okay, so that's no. Okay, I got them here. So the Anderson Road Russian Bulls, their head coach is Dick Mayweather. They're on a Wildcat offense and a nickel 3-3-5 defense. Their quarterback is Victor Queen. Their running back is Walter Brown. Their second backup running back is Joe Rush. The receivers is Mario Dickerson and Brandon Jones, and their tight end is Greg Newton. And then you know, their modifiers here. The offense is a 0, but they're a -1, so that's good. And then for the Genoa Wild Ducks, their head coach is Tracy Evans. Their modifier right there, as you see, they're one of the best teams right now with the best ratings. A +3 on offense and a -1 on defense. And they run a West Coast offense, and they are on 4-3 base defense. And their quarterback is DeCarpio White. Their running back is T.M. Thomas. Their receivers are Jadavian Moss, Chris Wellington, Tony Duncan, and their tight end is Austin Morris. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the lineups for both of these teams. Let's go ahead and see the visiting team. They're going to call for the coin toss. So the Wild Ducks, they call for tails. 6. So the Russian Bulls are going to get the ball first here in the first quarter. How many are they going to score here on the first quarter? Let's see. Here comes the Russian Bulls. And that's going to be a 6. Defense, a -1 to a 5. Well, it doesn't matter. Don't mean anything. So they scored nothing right there. So why was there no score? It was a punt for 34 yards, so they were forced to punt. Here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? Let's see. Here comes the Genoa Wild Ducks. They let it go. That's an 8, and defense a -1 to a 7. Doesn't matter. They scored nothing neither. So both are going scoreless after 1. And there you go. It was a fumble recovery and return for 26 yards. But I mean, it was not a touchdown, but it was just returned for 26. So, yep. And let's see. Well, I could really roll for. Let me see if I could roll here to see who stripped the ball on the defensive play here. Oh, that's 2. So that would be Johnny Bridges. So Johnny Bridges, the defensive tackle, he forced the fumble right there. But this guy is terrible. He's rated an F. But those grade levels, I mean, those grade letters are for when you play on John Turnbull's drive time football scoring charts. I'll tell you on there. I'll tell you that in a different video when I make a league for that, a specific, season for that, and you'll understand more better when I do it. And this one is just, it's off based on the pen and paper football from when Jason Graham, one of his videos, So here we go. Here comes the Russian Bulls. It's a scoreless game after 1. Who's going to be the first one to score? Let's see. And that's going to be a 9, and an offense, a 9 for the Russian Bulls. No modifier and nothing. So they're going to get a 0 once again. No points for neither team. Well, for them here in 2 quarters. Why was there no, well, it was a punt for 60 yards. They were forced to punt. Okay, here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks, what are they going to do here in the second quarter? Still scoreless game. Here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks, what are they going to do? And that's going to be an 8, a modifier of 3, 11 right there for the Genoa Wild Ducks. So they barely got a field goal, ladies and gentlemen. They're up by 3. And how much was this field goal for? It was, let's see, let's keep going. A field goal for 42 yards. So they kicked it from the 25. And okay, well, good. So we're going to halftime. The Genoa Wild Ducks, they're up on the Russian Bulls. Not by a lot. A Lawrence scoring game by a field goal, 3-0. Here we go. We're going into the third quarter. And Genoa Wild Ducks, what are they going to do? Are they going to score some points finally? I mean, they got a field goal. That's all they got, by both teams. 3 points by the Ducks. Here we go. They're going to let it rip, and that's going to be an 8, a defense, 1, but it don't matter, 7. So that's going to be no points for the Genoa Wild Ducks. Why was there no points? A fumble recovery. So that means that the quarterback for the Genoa Wild Ducks, DeCarpio White, he fumbled the ball. And let's see who recovered the ball. We would like to know. It's 14. Let's see, 13. A 3. So a 3 right here. We look at it. 3 that was recovered by their left end, Mario Gomez, and he's really good. Rated a B right there. The left end, Mario Gomez. Okay. So there you go. So they get a chance. Good defense right there by The Russian Bulls. Here comes Anderson Road. What are they going to do here in the third quarter? They're only down by a field goal, 3 points. Come on, Anderson. Come on, Russian Bulls. You can do something here. Come on, score some points. And they let it go. That's going to be a 17. That's even better. A -1, a 16. So that will be a touchdown. 7 points for the Russian Bulls. Good job by, the Anderson Road, the Russian Bulls. What was this? That was a pass for 38 yards. Wow. What an amazing turnaround here in the third quarter for the Russian Bulls as they finally get on the board. Here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks here at the fourth quarter. They're going to have to come up with some points, some touchdowns. A field goal is not going to do them any good because they still be down by 1. So here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks, they need that magic to happen. Just like they did against the Harm Clark Athletes back in week 1. Their quarterback, DeCarpia White, he's in the pocket right now. He's trying to find somebody to throw to, or probably they'll hand the ball all off to T.M. Thomas. See if he can run it in. Here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks, they want to continue being undefeated, and they're not. Yep, that's a 6. -1 by the defense modifier of the Russian Bulls. Brings down to a 5, so that's no points, ladies and gentlemen. And the Genoa Wild Ducks, they only come up with 3 points in 4 quarters. And why was there no points? A sack for 3-yard loss. So who got the sack here? I would like to know. That's a 7 right here. So you go here, the player find. Oh my God, look at this. Once again, the left end, Mario Gomez. Look at that, 5 through 7. That's their player finder, whoever gets the sack. And look at this. He gets a fumble recovery, and then he gets a sack for a 3-yard loss and forcing them to punt. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Mario Gomez he needs to be the defensive player of the game, or probably even the player of the game. Here we go. Here comes the Anderson Road, the Russian Bulls. What are they going to do here? They want to put up more points. They already won this game, but let's see. And that's going to be a 3, so that's nothing. -1 to be a 2, but oh my God, look at this. Just an Lawrence scoring game right here. Why was there no points? An interception and a return for 38 yards. So this guy right here, Victor Queen, he intercepted the ball today, I guess, once only. And let's see who picked this ball up. Okay, that's a 6 right there. So a 6 right here. That will go for their second string cornerback, Steve Lewis, 4 through 6. You know, the player finder, and I rolled a 6. So Steve Lewis, their second corner, he's the one that got the interception and returned it for 38 yards. So and he's a D, so he's not really a great player. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The final score: the Russian Bulls beat the Genoa Wild Ducks by 4, 7-3. And the Genoa Wild Ducks, now they're gonna fall to 1-1, and the Russian Bulls are gonna continue to impress. They're 2-0, undefeated. And once again, in their second straight game, their defense has done it again. They only allowed 3 points. They allowed 3 against the Southwest Punishers, and they allowed now today 3 against the Wild Ducks. So the Russian Bulls defense is playing really a championship caliber team. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I have to leave already because I already have to head to work. And this was D20 football here at the Texas Football League 2026 regular season. We have 3 more games left to play, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll complete those later on, and then I'll go and follow on to week 3. So there you go. That's the first 2 games of week 2. And like I said, once again, if you really like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you don't mind. I'll appreciate it. And you want to find out more about how to build this league, the scoring chart of the D20 Football League, and how to rate the teams, how to give them their plus ratings, and minus ratings for offense and defense. Just go to the first video of this one. You'll find it. It says D20 Football League. And go to the description box and click on the Google Drive link right there. It's sending you 3-page PDF files, and you just download them for free, of course, and just go from that, and that's how you could use it to play this game. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a quick shout out before I leave and close this video out. I want to give a quick shout out to Jason Graham. I want to give a quick shout out to Cards and Dice with Don, to my other friend Jackson, to my other friend Alan, John Turnbull, Dave Gardner, Brian from Clark Addison Games, Dale, Kevin Elias, and just so many great YouTube creators out there. I've been subscribing to a lot of new YouTube creators, like they be doing dice rolling sports games like this. And there's a guy, I forgot his name. I'm gonna look him up and I'll put it I'll mention his name on the next video. And he be doing a lot of baseball games, and he has the screenshot like right there, like he's screen recording like the whole table. You can the only thing you're seeing, is his hands, that's all. But he has the screen perfectly right there, just you can watch the whole action going on. So I mean, I don't know how he does it, but I'm pretty sure he's a real professional YouTube video maker, because man, and he knows how to edit his videos real good. So I'm really impressed and really admire his work. I'm gonna try to remember his name, and I'll mention it to y'all on the next video. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you on the next episode. And this was D20 Football League, and y'all have a real wonderful and great blessing day. All right, peace.